Hello gainers, I'm Ralphie and welcome to my channel called Fitter Philosophy. Here I am out in the sun, slightly adjusting, that's the word, my position so as to not get too much dapple on my face and then it looks weird. I think we've got it about right now. This will do fine. This is one of the risks of filming outdoors, is that the light can change quite dramatically depending on cloud cover and intensity of sunshine. But on with the show. Welcome to my channel. This is about stoicism, about self-empowerment, about a personally developing philosophy to help achieve a better quality of life. That's what it's fundamentally about. And my subject is on the phenomenon which everybody around the world is, if not fully aware of, personally has certainly been witnessing it happening elsewhere, and that is the phenomenon of lockdown. Lockdown is something that has happened very, very recently, that has never happened before, in which, due to the global pandemic as presented by deep state through the media, and I'm not judging whether it's legitimate or illegitimate, that is not what we're on about here. We're on about the experience of lockdown and how so many people around the world have, for the first time in their lives, been confined to their own homes as if it is a prison cell, which has to be endured either as solitary isolation for those living alone, or for those who are living with immediate family members, a very frustrating situation where relationships are put under pressure. People are seeing too much of each other in confined spaces and basically feeling like hamsters in a cage. Now, for some people, including myself, they've been very fortunate in that lockdown has been relatively short in duration. But for other people, particularly across Britain, which has had a particularly brutal lockdown, unlike Sweden, which has had no lockdown, Britain has an increasing epidemic, I would call it, of people who are self-harming in many ways, experiencing a level of depression which they've not encountered in their lives before, suffering ailments which in normal times would be treated in hospitals through outpatients or operations in a relatively, for a National Health Service, in a relatively short space of time. But that's changed. Normal life has been put on hold and people are struggling to keep personal control of the situation. So I really want to give some advice on this. Short, simple and to the point. 1. Don't let yourself slide. It's too easy to lapse into existence because of situations that are beyond your control. In other words, you get up in the morning as and when you feel like it, after a night where you haven't slept properly because you're not getting fresh air and normal exercise and activities, and you're eating for entertainment and out of boredom and putting on weight and drinking more alcohol and smoking more cigarettes, and you're existing more than living. Existing is where you lose control of your lifestyle. Living is where you take control of your lifestyle. And too many people, particularly if the television's on and they're being passively drawn into the tsunami of negativity which is being pumped out through television, through magazines and through newspapers. It's relentless, and it will only ever be relentless. And it will usually, not always, but usually be negative. Because the more negative you feel, the more others have control over what you perceive as life. Simple as that. Point number 2. Do something with your day. Too many people are sitting twiddling their thumbs, filling the precious, precious time with precious, precious little. And this is another manifestation of existing rather than living. One of the byproducts, the side effects, the coincidentals of a pandemic lockdown and being confined to your own home and not being able to get out and work to generate an income, and many people are experiencing that, is the sudden availability of time. The more you control what you do with your time in your own interests, for your own benefit, the more empowered you are under the circumstances. A good example is to open the window, let in the fresh air, let in whatever sunshine there is, and read a good book. You can buy them online. A lot of stuff's being bought online. Another thing, the third thing you can do is don't just vacuum the carpet and brush down the upholstery. Really spring clean your rooms in your house. Deep clean them. Because it's a very therapeutic process in helping you to deep clean your own life, to spring clean what your aspirations are, what your liabilities are, what your responsibilities are, the people you want to continue to have as friends, the things you want to do in life, the new challenges you want to set yourself. Organise it now while you have the space to do so, and while you're out at it, take your empowerment, your self-empowerment further and downscale your dependency on money. In other words, buy affordable meals, do not buy extravagances as much as you used to, reduce your debt, reduce your bills, reduce your energy costs. Do not participate as intensely in the rat race as you used to do. You've got the time to think about it and the time to organise it. And finally, big steps can be taken in little steps. We're not looking to change the world. We're only looking to change ourselves a little bit with positivity and empowerment, because when we do so, we simply negate the intensity of the negativity which is bringing us down. We could take control over where we are at, which helps us to fight depression, addictions, overconsumption, and fridge raids for chocolate and puddings. To do a few stretches in your front room, to swing your arms, to do a bit of yoga. You'll find all the videos on YouTube. You only have to do it for 15 minutes and then do it another 15 minutes. That's half an hour a day. Every day, that's 2.5 hours a week. It all adds up. It's the little steps that get us there. And don't be ashamed of these little steps, because when we take enough of them from all different directions in our physical fitness, in our mental well-being, in the health and the vitality we generate for ourselves through the quality of food we eat, and the fact that we're now preparing our own meals from scratch, because convenience foods are convenient, remember this, are convenient for those who manufacture them, not for those that consume them. You can cook a meal from scratch in as much time as it takes to ready a few meals in a microwave. Don't forget that. Be aware of it. Because when you are, you're empowering yourself. And pandemic is not a prison sentence for you. It's given you time, given you opportunities to start to move from the negative to the positive. And there's no rush, there's no hurry, it's no big deal. It's just the little things stacking up all the time. And it gets us there, mock mates. gets us there, gainers. Here we're slipping back into whiskey mode, malt mates. It gets us there, gainers, because we're the ones making the effort. We're the ones getting the reward, and we're the ones who are taking control under very, very difficult circumstances, which is destroying, literally destroying some of the people around us. Don't allow yourself to be a victim of a victiming situation. I'm Ralphie, going to leave you with this refreshing, restorative, outdoors view, and we'll see you soon. Bye.